Number 3, touch her. All right. In the world of women, it shows connection when you touch them. Now, scientifically, it has been proven that women need more meaningful touches in a day than a man. All right, a man can even survive without meaningful touches, but a woman needs more meaningful touches, not sexual touches now, just touches in a day. So the handshakes, the hugs, and things like that. So when you're apologizing, take advantage of that. So hold her hands if you can, hold her shoulder if you can, depending on the level of intimacy you guys already share. So, but touch her physically. Let there be some touch going on. It might be holding her hands, it might be holding her shoulders, it might be a hug. You know, sometimes a hug will even do way more than any words you want to say. All right. So all right. Say what you are sorry for. Okay, don't just say I'm sorry. No, it's important. If you want to apologize well, say what you're sorry for. So say, I'm sorry that I raised my voice. Say, I'm sorry that I made you feel in a certain way. I'm sorry I made you look a certain way. I'm sorry it came off this way. You know, it's important you actually be clear about what you are sorry for. Now, most likely you will not be sorry for all the things she wants you to be sorry for. So your saying it will help her add the ones that you are not remembering, and you will now add that to your own list to say, okay, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that. Having women in our lives can be dramatic. I mean, it's a lot of work here, but the benefits outweigh the work in it. All right.
To Kingdom Love Circle, a vibrant community where we share transformative teachings on relationships and family from Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo.
And today in particular, I'm going to be coaching the men on how to apologize, because the way women see apology is very different from how men see it. And this has always caused problems in relationships and marriage. For instance, in the world of men, when men offend each other, they don't have to have a formal meeting to apologize. If a man offends another man, all they need to do is to have a conversation about something else. If they can successfully talk about something else, then it means apology has been given and apology has been accepted. All right, so what do I mean? If two men have an issue, let's say yesterday, if today they can discuss the football match of today, it means that they have apologized and moved on. That's how men are. Men don't necessarily approach an issue like this, you know, directly. They just carry on a conversation. If they can laugh about something else, if they can eat together, if they can do something else together, they have apologized. And unfortunately, when people get married or in a relationship, most men want to bring that kind of life or that way of life to their marriage or relationship. So when they offend their wives or their fiancés or girlfriends or whatever, they just want to laugh. If they laugh about something else, they think they've apologized. And for women, it's totally different. So after many years of marriage and learning it myself, because I'm a man's man, so I was avoiding real apologies until my wife began to show me how it's done. And so I'm here today to quickly coach the men. It's going to be very short, to coach the men on how to apologize to your woman. I'll give you 10 points and I'll give you as fast as I can. Okay, if you have offended your wife or your girlfriend or your fiancé, there's how to apologize. Point number 1, you must first genuinely be sorry about what happened. You see, you cannot successfully apologize if you're not really sorry. All right. What happens to a lot of people is that they try to apologize even though they don't really mean it. They are not sorry. They just want to apologize to move on. That's not the right way to do it. You must genuinely be sorry for what happened. You must see the point. You must try to see it from her point of view. You must try to sympathize with where she's coming from. Appreciate her difference. Appreciate the fact that she has a different perspective, because men and women are different. Some things that men won't see a big deal with, women will see a big deal with. Some things that men won't even think there's anything to it, women will actually go almost crazy about it. So the first point is that genuinely be sorry about what happened. All right. Point number 2, you have to have the right attitude. When you're apologizing to a woman, it's important you have the right attitude. So that's how your face needs to look. You can't have a braggish or braggadocious attitude. Your attitude has to be right, because for women are more intuitive. All right, women don't follow logic so much. So your attitude will speak more than even your words. So what is the attitude you have? All right, don't be defensive. Don't have a defensive attitude. Don't start bringing up what she too has done wrong in the past or her part of the fault in the whole issue. No. If you want to move this quickly, if you want to get this done well, have the right attitude. All right. This means if it's an apology, you must have an apologetic attitude. You must have an attitude that shows that you are really sorry about what happened. So if you need to make the right face, that pity, forgive me. I've been a bad boy. I'm a victim of my manliness, or whatever face. You know that pity face that boys do for their moms. You know, you need to have that pity face. You need to know how to do that. Okay, so attitude must be right. Number 3, touch her. All right. In the world of women, it shows connection when you touch them. Now, scientifically, it has been proven that women need more meaningful touches in a day than a man. All right, a man can even survive without meaningful touches, but a woman needs more meaningful touches, not sexual touches now, just touches in a day. So the handshakes, the hugs, and things like that. So when you apologize, take advantage of that. So hold her hands if you can, hold her shoulder if you can, depending on the level of intimacy you guys already share. But touch her physically. Let there be some touch going on. It might be holding her hands, it might be holding her shoulders, it might be a hug. You know, sometimes a hug will even do way more than any words you want to say. All right. So next, say the words, I am sorry. Don't just say sorry. All right. Don't just say sorry. Say the words, I am sorry. You see, sorry can be sorry for yourself. Sorry can be, you know, you should be sorry about this. Sorry doesn't mean anything. When you say, I am sorry, it shows that you are the one sorry about what happened. So it's important you say, I am sorry. I know this is tough for many men to do, but trust me, it will score you points and to get you quicker results. All right. And to be on record that there are things you've apologized for. Because if you don't do that, your wife will keep saying you never apologize. So put this in and score some good points. Say, I am sorry. All right. Don't say sorry. Don't say, oh, okay, sorry. Don't say, I've heard. Don't just acknowledge your mistake. Actually apologize. Because what men do most times, men acknowledge that, okay, it's true. I was harsh. Okay, it's true. I spent the money carelessly. But they never really apologize. So there's a difference between acknowledging your mistake and actually apologizing. There's a difference. So say, I am sorry. Let's practice, guys. Before we continue. 1, 2, go. Say, I am sorry. Let's go. 1, 2, go. I am sorry. I know it's tough, but let's do it again. You're doing well. Let's do it again. 1, 2, go. Say, I am sorry. I am sorry. You see, the key is that the more you practice it, the better you will become. I know some stubborn women are watching this video. They're not supposed, this video is for men, but I know women will watch it. Next point. All right. Say what you are sorry for. Okay, don't just say I'm sorry. No, it's important. If you want to apologize well, say what you're sorry for. So say, I'm sorry that I raised my voice. Say, I'm sorry that I made you feel in a certain way. I'm sorry I made you look a certain way. I'm sorry it came off this way. You know, it's important you actually be clear about what you are sorry for. Now, most likely you will not be sorry for all the things she wants you to be sorry for. So your saying it will help her add the ones that you are not remembering, and you will now add that to your own list to say, okay, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that. Having women in our lives can be dramatic. It's a lot of work here, but the benefits outweigh the work in it. All right, so next point. Don't be in a hurry when you're apologizing. Try to make sure you have the time. All right, don't rush this process. Don't try to hurry her up. Don't try to say, oh, you're dragging the issue. No, women need their time. You see, what you need to learn about women is that they are not trying to be difficult. They are operating basically how they are wired. They are wired differently from us. Men are generally forward-oriented, but women are past-oriented. So women need to go to the past to go forward, but men don't need to go to the past. Men just need to go forward. So you need to just generally sympathize and understand where they are coming from. So don't rush her when she's trying to have the discussion about what hurt her. She's trying to find healing. That's what she's trying to do. And when you rush her, you are actually robbing her of true healing, which means you guys are going to revisit that case some years down the line. Women are wonderful. They can bring up a case 10 years ago and discuss it today as if it's fresh. So if you really want healing and you want to move on really, really as a man, then give it the time it needs. Don't rush her. Allow her to talk. Allow her to express how she feels. Listen to her. Be patient. Don't show any sign of impatience. Don't show sign that, hurry up, Joe, and say this thing. No, don't do that. All right, show patience. Look at her. Make sure you pay attention. Make sure she knows you are actually listening. Don't make her feel, oh, you're dragging this issue 10 years ago. No, allow her to talk. This is how to get her to move forward, because the way she's wired, she's past-oriented. She needs to always go to the past to go forward. It's just how they were created. We men are totally different. Men don't need to visit the past. As far as men are concerned, as at 1 hour ago is the past, and we don't have to talk about it. But women are totally different. They like to go to the past before they can go forward. All right, next point. Assure her of your love for her. Assure her for your love and your respect for her. Now, when you offend women, usually because of how they are wired, they attribute everything going on. They attribute everything going on to, that you don't love me. That's how it works. All right, they are love beings, they're emotional beings. So when you treat a woman badly, all she thinks is that you don't love me. When you cheat on a woman, she'll say you don't love me. When you shout at her, you don't love me. And she equates all the problems in the relationship to the fact that you don't love her. That is why God himself said to men, husbands, love your wife. He was trying to communicate to us one of the major needs of women. So when you're trying to apologize, it's after the apology, it's important you assure her or reassure her of your love for her. You tell her, look, I love you. Whatever happened was just an incident. Don't hold it to heart. You are still valuable to me. I respect you. I love you. So communicate it any way you know how to come, but you must say those words. You must reassure her, all right, of your love for her. Women equate everything, all right, to the fact that, oh, you did this because you don't love me. You shouted at me. It's because you don't love me. You didn't provide this thing because you don't love me. You forgot my birthday because you don't love me. You forgot our anniversary because you don't love me. They equate all the problems to you don't love me. So when you're apologizing, add the fact that you love her. It's important you say it and reassure her. Next point, all right, apologize again. So what does this mean? Some days, some weeks, some months, some years after the incident or after the fact, still apologize again. Just bring it up and say, hey, I just want to apologize again for what happened yesterday or for what happened last week. All right, women love that because women are pastor-oriented. They love when you are the one that bringing up the issue. It makes them feel that you are really sorry. So by yourself, bring it up. Don't wait. If you don't bring it up, she will likely bring it up. So you bring it up and just say, hey, I just want to apologize again for what happened. I don't even know what I was thinking. I just want to assure you that I'm really sorry about what happened. So it's okay to apologize again. It just reassures her that you are really sorry. Now, like I said, this is all about really how women are wired. They need a lot of reassurance. So you bringing it up and apologizing again really makes, because she's already thinking about it again, all right, after the first apology. It's creeping up in her mind, in her consciousness. So you bringing it up and apologizing again is just you being proactive, all right? It's you being incredibly proactive. So bring it up again and just discuss it again and let her know again that you are sorry, to score you major points when you apologize again by yourself without being prompted, without anything happening. Okay, it's very good. All right, so next point, make sure you actually change. This one is important because all these other steps don't matter if you don't change what you did. If you're going to keep repeating the same mistakes, then all these things don't matter. So it's important that you actually change your ways. If the issue was that you shouted at her, or you were not prudent financially, or you didn't make some good decisions, or there was issues of infidelity and things like that, or indiscretions, you have to change. Women have incredible capacity to forgive if you really change. Most good women that love you are not going to quit on you for one mistake. Most would not. All right, so but you have to make sure you don't push her, you don't keep offending her, you don't keep stirring up her emotions. All right, so you need to genuinely change your ways. Seek help if it's something you need help with. Okay, seek mentoring, seek accountability. All right, those kind of things make women see that you are serious and you make them love you. And trust me, there's nothing like the love of a woman in this life. If a woman really loves you, she's going to go all out for you, and it's going to show in your life as a man. All right, next point, do something to make it up to her. All right, so after all the apologies and the changing your ways, do something to make it up to her. Women like to see that you're trying, like to see that you're trying to make it up. So do something. You know what she likes. If she's the kind of person that likes quality time, so take her on a date, take her to see the movies, buy her a gift if she's that kind of person. Buy her a gift, buy her something she likes. It might be something small, it might be something big, depending on who she is and what you can afford. But the important thing is that make it up to her. Your actions always speak louder than words. Actions always speak louder than words. So women love it when you put in an effort to make it up to her. If she likes quality time, this means you have to cut down on your going out time. Then cut down on your going out time. It's part of how love is about sacrifice. So you want to hang out with your friends, but you are under probation. So stay at home more often. Hang out with her in the kitchen if she's a cooking type. Hang out with her, watch movies. So basically try, put in the effort to go out of your way to make it up to her. All right, I think that